hard work, it's 16-hour days sometimes, it's hard graft, but hey, through hard work you can succeed.
Physically it's demanding, you know, when you're waking up in the morning exhausted, to drag yourself back in for another 16-hour day, mentally that's tough. So you need to be prepared.
I came in September, like a really unconfident young man, and now that I've been here like nearly 10 months now, I've really grown in confidence. Like when you plate a dish and it looks really nice and you just think, well, the customer's going to see that and then they're going to be impressed. It makes me feel privileged that someone's eating the food that I've prepared.
The Chef Apprentice scheme at Bluebird is something I was really excited by. It's a great chance for them to see whether or not this is exactly what they want to do.
I saw about their apprenticeship and I researched it and realised it's actually a really good apprenticeship. They offer you a lot.
I always work with the colleges every year, and every year when they get the fresh batch in, first of all take them in for about 1 or 2 days a week, which is unpaid. We give them an insight as to what they're going to be doing in the future. Some of the students have actually gone on to become chef de parties. I've had students who I trained a few years ago who are now sous chefs in London kitchens. It's all about giving the right ones with the right attitude the opportunity.
My very loud alarm clock wakes me up at 6 o'clock.
And then I get the train, start here at 8.
Normally about 8:10 we'll have a team briefing till 8:30.
And then it's normally mise en place till about 11.
Service starts at 12.
After lunch service you clean down.
And then we have another hour of mise en place before break.
And then it's just carry on mise en place until 6 o'clock.
And that's when you start dinner service.
I think last tables normally sit down around 10, half 10.
Hopefully 10 anyway, and then we go home.
The same again the next day.
And then it's like all over again.
It's long, but it's rewarding, I'd say. Very rewarding.
The apprenticeship works as it's a paid apprenticeship. You're working 4 days a week and 1 day at college.
I don't mind college. It's only a few hours and I get paid for a full day's work. It's good.
Josh, who's our apprentice at the moment, is fantastic. You know, he's passionate about food, and I suppose that's where it starts. It starts with the passion.
From 3 years old, I used to always go around my nan's and I'd be straight in the cupboards looking for all the mise en place for the cake mix or whatever we're going to make, like a fruit cake. So then when Grandad comes home, he's got cake to eat with his cup of tea after work.
It's fun, it's nice, you have to be very imaginative because you're plating it all up yourself. So you've got to make it look pretty and appealing. You just have to check it's up to chef's standard. I've learned so much, more than I thought I could learn in a short period of time.
You know, it's always nice to have young people that are really interested in what they do, you know. This one stuck through it, she's eager.
Yeah.
You can see the burning in her eyes, she wants more, you know.
It's the sort of trade and the sort of profession that you need to love and you need to have a passion for to really succeed at.
It's a good feeling to send out good food, so ultimately that's what kind of gets you up. You just want to make people happy.
I don't think you can do it without loving it. You have to love food, you have to love the people you work with, you have to be passionate about it.
You know, he's certainly thrown himself in the deep end and he's getting stuck in and holding his own, and I think it's a fantastic experience for them because they're shown the real world. And I say to him all the time, you know, it is how far you're willing to push yourself.
The area that I'm from, it's not the best. People around there, there's no ambition. I just thought, I want to better myself, I want to change my life, I want to move out of here. And I thought, well, with this career and with the passion I have, I think I could do that.
D&D, I found, are a very driven company, quite forward-thinking, progressive. They're always looking to be at their best. They're constantly monitoring what we're doing, gets feedback, where we're positioned in the market, what we can do next, because it wants it to be the best as it can, and I want to be the best that I can, so it's a great partnership.
It's like a three-way partnership between myself, the university and D&D.
I have a mentor who I can go to with any of my problems.
You never feel like you're by yourself within the company. Like, there's always someone you can talk to if there is an issue.
We find out like what's working for me, what sort of things I can improve on.
They are really supportive. You couldn't ask for anything more, really.
I'm very proud of D&D, very proud of the team that we have here. D&D are a great company to work for. They give young chefs and young managers a lot of opportunities.
If you want to learn, I've got things I can teach you and I will impart knowledge to you. I mean, for example, I've got a girl that's working with me at the moment. She's been with me for 3 years. She was at college when she joined me. She's probably going to work in a 3-star Michelin restaurant in New York. I've organised some interviews for her, some trials for her, some really famous restaurants, and I feel proud. And I feel proud that, you know, she's learned with me, and now maybe one day she'll be her own head chef at a Michelin star. So yeah, it's very rewarding.
Yeah, there are perks to it. I went to the Ritz with my gran and my mum a few months back, and my college lecturer knew the head chef. He put a good word in with him, and then we had like free champagne. And of course I was just like, oh yeah, I know the head chef at the Ritz, it's great.
When I qualify, the thing I'm most looking forward to is knowing that I've done it all by myself. I've worked my way up in a tough industry.
Stick with it. I can understand entirely how the first 3 or 4 months getting into it, it's tiring, it's intimidating, I suppose.
The day will come where you wake up and go, I can't do that anymore. It will come, it comes with everyone. And when they do get past that first sort of 3-month period, I call it, they feel they're a member of the team, they're part of something, and then they really go on from strength to strength.
I think ultimately you just have to ride the wave of all that and just come through the other end, and it's actually really, really good. I love this job and it's great.
And then when I go back to East Ham on a daily basis and I see people just doing the same old, it inspires me even more to like try and push myself. In 10 years, when I come driving my whatever car I'm driving down the road, I'm gonna laugh and think, could have been you standing there on the corner. But hopefully I'll make the right decisions and get very far in life.